Welcome to Witty Witty Banter.
I'm Monica.
And I'm Paola. And today we have some spicy takes for y'all.
Some spooky spicy
takes. Because, Lord.
And that's why it's all dark in here.
It's moody. We're invoking the ghost of Greg, who visited us the last episode we were here with the flashing lights.
If you watched our recent episode, one of the lights went out and then turned back on. And then we named him Greg.
His name is Greg.
So he's Greg. With the podcast.
Yeah.
In the studio.
In the studio with us, about to dive into some spooky ass stories.
Yep.
Some real life spooky ass stories and some that I still don't know if they're true, but very interesting.
Yeah. But ultimately, we're here to give y'all our viewpoint, our opinion. If you have an opinion about it, definitely comment. Definitely let us know what you think. If you want more content like this with the spooky time stories.
Because I am here for it. I can deep dive into this shit. Like, let's go.
Yeah. I think there was one time we took a picture and we were like, paranormal? Because we were matching and it was like black and white. We're gonna post
We
the
have
picture.
to find it. Because there was a time when we were in the closet of like the practice room.
Yeah.
In the choir room. And we turned off all the lights and we were like just taking flash pictures and we're like, is that an orb? Paranormal.
Yeah. So definitely sit back, relax,
enjoy the spicy takes.
But we are going to start off with something nice and sweet, like we always do. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco have released an album together.
Yes, people were pressuring Benny Blanco to release all that music because you know how hard Selena fans go. They were pressuring the fuck out of him to release this album.
No.
And it's finally here, and I liked it.
It's really cute. It's really cute.
That's a good word, cute.
I like it a lot. I like the styling. I think before we started the podcast, we were kind of like, it's giving Lana Del Rey. It's giving that really chill vibe.
Yes, it's like acoustic pop vibes. And like little music videos are so like angsty, like dramatic, just like her walking in through like different sets and stuff. And then the one where what is it, Sunset Boulevard?
Yes.
And she's like being seductive. I was like, okay, I wonder
Feel
if she got a little bit of the Emilia vibes from the movie that she did.
Yeah.
What was that movie? The
Emilia Perez.
Perez, yes. It looked like she was getting some of those vibes in there.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a nice album. I don't think I'm gonna download it, but I did enjoy getting ready this morning to it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is
I was
nice.
doing the same thing.
Fun.
I was like, call me when you break. It's like, okay. All right, girl. I see you. But it was cool because also Benny Blanco was here in Grand Prairie.
Dude, you were telling me.
Promoting the album, and they went to Tasty Ice. Now, if you're a Grand Prairian, you know Tasty Ice is one of the best snow cone places.
You're going to have to take me because I've never been.
Yes. It's just a little shack. It's just a little snow cone shack. There's many different flavors. I think her favorite flavor is the pickled snow cone with the chopped pickles on top.
Okay.
Because he kind of like
we need
that.
a little tahini and then we're popping off.
But he was there and he was doing the promo for the album.
Why did my mouth just water?
I know, right? I'm like, I need a snow cone now. That sounds really good.
I need a pickle right now. The little tahini.
Yeah. But yeah, so he came to Grand Prairie. A lot of people were there. And it's awesome to see because, again, this snow cone place has been around since she was a kid, since I was a kid. That's the only snow cone place we really like going to. Dang. And it's still around.
It's an establishment here in Grand Prairie.
Yes. So
where is it again?
It's off of Beltline. So it's a little bit more north Grand Prairie than it is because we're in South Grand Prairie.
Okay.
North Grand Prairie, it has really good food. That's what I love about North Grand Prairie. There's good food here, but if you want really, really good food, like hole in the wall places, it's over there.
Okay.
And especially with the snow cone, it's no different. But I really do appreciate that because as a Grand Prairian and as growing up loving Selena and Wizards and all the different things, it makes me proud to be from here because now people are taking note that we're cool.
Dude, and it's right along with the growth of Grand Prairie.
For real.
Had the councilwoman here in our first interview of this or the second interview of the season, and she was talking about how music and the arts really empower a city to grow. And having Selena Gomez be from the city of Grand Prairie and blowing up and have been blowing up like the way that she is, it really does put a nice name to Grand Prairie. So
absolutely. No,
and soon we're gonna have proud. Monica Saldivar from Grand Prairie.
I hope so.
Out there.
I hope so. Even if it's just, just here. I am very proud to be from here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud to represent as much as I can for Grand Prairie, if I can represent for Grand Prairie, But congratulations, Selena and Benny.
It's a beautiful album.
You guys are enjoying it. I know a lot of people are enjoying the narrative that she also created.
Bro, I ain't gonna pay the $5, but if somebody want to put it on TikTok, I'll be scrolling.
So basically what the narration is, it's the part of the album that they talk about each individual song. Who's it about? What's it about? And she's already kind of given a hint. Somebody did kind of post a little bit on TikTok that Don't Take It Personally, which is one of the names of the song, is something that somebody said to her. And we all know who that somebody is.
I know when she was like, honey, you will find somebody. I was like, ooh, I hate when people use the word honey because I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. To me, it seems kind of
condescending.
Or condescending. I'm like, so if you call me honey, I'm going to look at you a little weird.
In the back of my mind.
So when she put that in the song,
the back of my mind, you called me something else.
Ooh. So yeah, definitely side-eyed. Somebody in the comments on the YouTube, because I was listening it on YouTube and just like watching the videos.
Yeah.
And somebody on the YouTube commented and they were like, no, she's talking about herself, about like her self-talk of like, don't take this personally. Like you're going to find somebody, like you're going to have the man of your life. And now she has Benny Blanco. So it's like, it could go either way. I wonder, I mean, I'm not too curious to pay the $5 even though it's just $5. But like I said, if you do, let me know.
Oh, they will.
Let us know because
it always happens.
We want to add this to the spicy takes.
So did you hear? No. next spicy takes were like, so we heard the narratives and we're back.
No, yeah. But again, congratulations, Selena Gomez. It was a very beautiful album and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You know what else I'm here for?
Girl, what? Because I think I'm here for it too.
Bad Bunny.
And his Calvin Klein campaign.
Ooh, man.
I know Kendall is
kicking herself right now for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, we're all happy about it. We are all happy about it. We are in full support. Calvin Klein.
Yes. Way to go, Bad Bunny.
Y'all don't miss.
Y'all don't miss. Dude, you know what I just saw on, I think it was Instagram? Elvis Crespo, the merengue, the guy, if y'all don't know who he is.
Suavemente,
bésame.
That guy.
You've heard him at any like Spanish club, okay? So Elvis Crespo, he actually did like a Bad Bunny Calvin Klein. And that shit was so funny. I was like, oh, he hit the hoe. He ate. Left no crumbs. He did it like a little tanguita where he like pulled up his underwear like a thong. And he's like shaking it. And he had like the Bad Bunny like beanie.
That's what I love about our like Latin culture is like, we can joke like
we be trolling.
Other reading people like no other.
No, and you know that's like a sign of admiration and a sign of love because Mexicans or Latinos in general, we ain't gonna be trolling you. One, if we know that you can't handle it.
Yeah.
And two, if we don't like you, if we don't fuck with you like that, we ain't
worth it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna even mention your name, let alone do a whole like little mock ad, like, no, we're not trying to be in your energy. Fuck that. Yeah. But if they really fuck with each other and they're cool like that, that's what you get. And that is like, so amazing. So we may have to post like a little
like
still.
side by side. Yeah. Who did it better?
Elvis Crespo or Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
So we'll see. But no, yeah. Calvin Klein, you ate with that partnership.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
You know what partnership did not eat?
On to the next one
because this one is just terrible. We were laughing and now it's like
a moment of silence.
A moment of silence, even though
This person is very much alive.
Much alive.
Thank God. But something always happens to this person.
Pobrecito. If you guys know Ghost Adventures from back in the day.
And it's still going. Mm-hmm. It's still going with Zach Bagans and
Aaron Goodwin. And I don't know who the other
Nick,
person.
I don't think Nick is involved anymore.
Okay, yes, the little skinny tall guy.
Little skinny stick.
Yeah. And then Aaron, the bald guy, and then Zach was the buff guy.
We're going into this monumental museum that is completely haunted. Yeah, he talks so like dramatic.
Yeah.
And we're just live for it.
Me as like a 13-year-old in bed at like 10 p.m. waiting for my sisters to come back from the club, watching Ghost Adventures and being like, yeah, holy shit, I want to be there too.
Is that an orb? Is that an orb?
I think I saw an orb. You know, like obsessed with it. But the person we are talking about today is Aaron Goodwin.
Man.
The bald one.
Yes.
That unfortunately always gets put in the worst situations possible.
Every episode, and if you haven't watched it, please go and watch at least one. Go on YouTube. I promise you will be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're not sponsored, okay?
Yeah. No, we're not. But
we just love it.
Ultimately, so it's 3 guys, right? And then you have your camera crews and whatnot. And they go in these very, very haunted places that are all around the world. And you hear Zach, this is the most negative energy area. The basement is the most haunted area there is. Aaron, go check it out. It's like,
he's like, bro, I'm me. And he always like throws a fit. It's hilarious. He's like, bro, no, not me this time. No, bro, like I can't go in there. Like, I'm not even kidding. That's literally how they talk. And he's like, oh. And then he like does the self camera. And then he's like, I'm in here all by myself. It's pitch black. I can't see shit. But I don't think he says shit because I think it's PG. Like,
yeah, no, it go beep.
Yeah. Ow. Beep.
No, but he'll go down for like 5 seconds. Maybe the longest I've ever seen him down there is like a minute. And he's like, nope, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so another thing that he's out of now is his marriage because he filed for divorce from his, I guess, future ex-wife because they're not divorced yet.
As he should.
He filed for divorce towards Victoria Goodwin, his current wife, future ex-wife, because she hired an inmate to kill him for $11,500.
You see, this is 2025, in the year of our Lord, 2025, and we're still hiring hitmen people, like as if they're not gonna figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying?
And you know how they found out? Because the guy who she hired had a phone that got confiscated because he's not supposed to have a phone.
In jail.
So his phone got confiscated and they went through his phone and saw all of the text messages, and they contacted Aaron about it. And could you imagine getting a phone call from the police being like, your spouse hired an inmate to kill you? Like,
because she was in love with the inmate.
Because she was in love with the inmate. So if y'all haven't heard this story, I went down a little rabbit hole and did some digging.
Finally, she goes down the rabbit hole.
Because I had time. I went through a few rabbit holes. I was like, you know what? Let me be prepared for this spicy takes. Let me see what's up. And apparently, this inmate, his name is Grant Amato, and he fell in love with a webcam girl.
It tracks.
And he spent $200,000 of his family's money. And when confronted by his family as to why he, spent $200,000 on a webcam girl, he killed them. He killed them all. His family. Yes. And so there's a documentary, apparently. I don't know what the documentary is called. Look it up. But all I know is that Victoria watched this documentary and then contacted this inmate and became pen pals with him.
Ay, qué pendeja.
Yeah. And so she becomes pen pals. They fall in love, right? And she buys him, because who the fuck falls in love with an inmate? Like, you don't even get to see each other. Like, girl, mental. But anyway, they fall in love and they're texting back and forth, and they both like conspire to hire another guy to meet Aaron at this like hotel that he's staying at while they're filming. And he apparently didn't go through with it because they found his phone the day after it was supposed to happen. The day after he was supposed to get killed. So yeah, so it didn't happen. It didn't go through. But she is still incriminated for conspiring to kill him.
Yeah, if the thought was there, it's not
and she's
even.
Like,
it's
she's
not.
Like, I don't even remember. I don't remember sending that text message.
I bet you don't. I bet you don't.
It's like, girl, okay. I see you. And she's like, no, we never talked about that, knowing damn well that they have the receipts. Girl, they got the receipts. You done.
You're done. You could.
You can have a whole little inmate couple, like
now you're in there. Have
a little
fun.
couples romance in the jail cell.
It won't be a guy, but I mean,
but you in there. But yeah, so people are speculating, thinking that it might have been either like insurance money that she was after, to like help support the inmate, possibly, or it could be just to like get Aaron out of the picture so that she could be with Grant, the inmate. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it was really thought through. You know. I say that because I'm like, I watch a lot of investigative discovery. I'm like,
true crime.
You know, we're the type of people that have been like, if it was me, I would have done it like this.
Right.
You know?
You're like, girl, you need a burner phone app. Yeah. If I've learned anything, now
in all of my documentaries.
You did it all wrong, girl. No, you went about it the wrong fucking way.
Oh Lord, I can't imagine. I can imagine how Aaron is feeling because he can't even have no peace.
I know.
In his
it's
home
like
life.
we're laughing about this, but no, this is a very serious matter for sure. Like that shit is scary. You're right. Like he doesn't have peace at work. He probably gets followed by fucking spirits to the house.
Maybe
Watch
that's
this.
What happened.
This girl probably is gonna be like, "No, I got possessed.
Yeah,
by a spirit he brought
that's
home
what I was gonna
from
say.
This last place they went to."
I was gonna say maybe she could use the whole possession type thing because I don't know. So many people do so many crazy things, and they're like, "Well, I was possessed by a demon. I was possessed by Slender Man. I was possessed by this. I'm like, girl, you're just psychotic."
Yeah,
that's
unfortunately all. We gotta call a spade, and she was mental, and apparently she's 32 years old, and we're in our 30s, and I'm like, I would never imagine in my life doing something like that. Like, no matter how desperate I am, like taking somebody's life or hiring somebody to take somebody's life, like
just leave.
Literally just leave.
At that point, it ain't even worth it.
I mean,
it is not worth it.
Yeah, like I wonder if they did the when they get married and then they have to sign a prenup. Yeah, I wonder if they did a prenup.
Probably not. That's probably why she didn't.
Well, I mean, if they did a prenup, he would have kept all of his shit and she would have kept all her shit. But if they didn't do a prenup, then half of that shit goes to her anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, we'll have to see what else comes out of this because.
And you know when TMZ gets
crazy.
Involved,
yes, TMZ.
You know when TMZ gets involved, you know, not everything is credited, but you know that when they're involved, it's a bigger story than like Perez Hilton.
yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah,
we'll keep you guys updated on this.
You know what's another crazy story about an inmate?
Girl.
And I have to represent. I have to represent my girl right now.
Period.
Because you know, this is crazy. So Yolanda Saldivar, we're not related. Let me preface that by saying we are not related. There are many more Saldivars out there besides me and Yolanda, and I think there's another one, Mingo. And Mingo is he's another performer, another singer, and a lot of people will ask me like, "Hey, like, are you related?" I'm like, no,
we're not even cousins. Okay,
no, it's a last name.
You reminded me of the story you told us back in season 1.
Yeah,
so if y'all haven't checked out season 1 of our podcast, make sure to go back and listen to it. We'll put the little thumbnail of that episode so you know which one to look for.
Yeah,
because I can't remember which episode it was. But Monica tells a story of like you being shy to me, AB, right? Because you were like, I'm not related to Yolanda Saldivar.
Basically, yeah. So I hope that my last name, because of everything that I've done, my family, everything, I hope that we've at least given it some kind of honor back. mainly because growing up with that last name and being Latina, a lot of people will kind of be like, it's your family. Your family did this. And
No.
like, we are not related at all. I met Abraham Quintanilla couple of years back, and I actually got to work with him on music, and it was good. And they've became, him and his family have become nothing but family friends. They, reach out to my dad, and I think my dad gets a kick out of it because my dad had always tried to do the best for me. Same thing as Abraham. Abraham always tried to do the best that he could for his kids in general. So I think they have a really good friendship and relationship because I think they see each other in themselves. But yeah, so I grew up with the last name. My brother never wanted to say that he was a Saldivar. And he met Abraham before I even came onto the scene because my cousin was performing and he would do the video and pictures. And he got introduced to Abraham and he was like, well, what's your name? And my brother was like, Joey. Just Joey? He's like, yep. But now that I came in and, introduced myself with my last name, I've always been super proud to be from that family line. My grandparents, it's a big deal to me because you hold a lot of weight with somebody's last name. It's almost like having the same last name as like a serial killer or like somebody that did really horrible things, So yeah, just wanting to let everybody know we are not related. I don't know her. I don't want to know her. I don't think I'll ever know her.
No.
But she is up for parole.
Yep. March 30th, I believe, is when she's up for parole and might be let out due to good behavior in the prison. And people are waiting with the chancla.
Well, they've been saying that for years. They've been saying that since year one that she was in prison, And, getting let out early is a slap in the face to not just our culture, not just the Mexicanos, to everyone that loves Selena, because ultimately her death was heard around the world, and there's so many people outside of the Mexican culture that love her, that adore her, that see her as, a beacon of hope for people that are coming from humble beginnings into stardom,
Definitely.
And so nobody's happy about it. I'm not happy about it. I don't condone violence. I think, everybody gets theirs in their due time. And
I believe in karma. I believe that whatever you do in this life, if it's not given justice in this one, it'll come back in the next one.
Right.
So only God can be the judge of that. And yeah, we can't do anything about the verdict that comes out of the trial or like the parole that she's gonna have to go through, because they haven't said that she's actually out yet.
No, it's just she has to go.
She has to do the hearing, and then they're going to decide whether or not she gets to leave or not. But people are ready just in case she does come out. And I think that if she were to be let out early, she would have to go into like the service, like where they witness protection, the witness protection service, because people are out there to get her. Like we did a Selena tribute last year at Revelers Hall, and people were literally stabbing the piñata.
Yeah, they're making piñatas of her.
Yes.
And yeah, nobody's playing around, and it's for me to think about it as a human being, not putting the name, not putting what she did. If I'm just thinking about her on a human level, it's upsetting because obviously we're all human. I'm not going to say she made a mistake. She made a clear choice and decision.
Oh, she made a clear decision and has no remorse
at all
about her choice
at all. And
so like I cannot show any sympathy for a person who cannot learn from what they did, even after spending so much time in prison. There's no sympathy for you whatsoever.
No,
I'm sorry.
Not at all. So there's no sympathy for me on my point. But what I'm saying mainly is it's like, damn. Like if you would have just owned up and own up to the accountability of your actions, I think people would have been a little bit more like, okay, yeah, I don't like you, I hate you or whatever, but at least you owned up to what you did. and she's never going to. So people feel a certain way as far as like, let's kill her, and she's the new she's a new
witch.
Elphaba.
No, don't put them in the same category. Our girl Elphaba, she's a queen. She's a real one,
which is actually out now by streaming.
You can buy it now.
No, but ultimately, looking at it from a human standpoint, it sucks because you just want people to be accountable for their actions, right? And I think that's why a lot of people are so upset, so frustrated, and they're ready to attack.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but obviously, if you're not owning up to who you are and what you did, nobody can help you but yourself. Yeah. You know, so that's just my take on it. Again, I'm not really condoning violence. I know that people just kind of make their choices and they got to live with them.
Right.
You know?
That part. You got to live with the choices you make. And hopefully nobody does anything stupid and end up in jail just like her.
Oh, it's going to happen. You know, I already foreshadow. Not manifesting it. I just foreshadow it because it's been such a long time and you're still not having any kind of remorse.
And so we're going to have to keep y'all updated. I'm definitely going to tune in to the hearing if it's available, because I am curious as to what the justice system is going to decide.
Yeah.
I'm not for her getting out of jail. Nope. I think she should stay in jail. She has not shown any remorse. She has not been apologetic whatsoever. So yeah, I think she definitely cannot come back to society without having, like you said, that accountability and that plea for forgiveness. So
nope, not at all. Anyway, we're going to take a short break to let you know about our sponsor. Buying or selling a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. It can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. That's where Susie Saldivar Real Estate comes in.
From first-time home buyers to seasoned investors, their experienced realtors are here to help. Needing financing options? Looking for down payment assistance? Searching for that perfect fix and flip opportunity? They've got you covered.
Their team knows the Dallas-Fort Worth market inside and out and is committed to making the process as smooth as possible. Whether you're in Grand Prairie, Arlington, North Richland Hills, DeSoto, Carrollton, or anywhere in North Texas, they have agents ready to assist.
Let Susie Saldivar Real Estate turn your real estate goals into reality. Call 817-846-3584 or email Susie at susiesaldivar.com or visit susiesaldivar.com to get started today.
Susie Saldivar Real Estate. Real
experts, real results.
All right.
And we're back. Woo. So this last topic, y'all, is something that we normally do not talk about. It's a little out there for us, but I am a person who loves anything supernatural.
We love a good conspiracy
theory. Conspiracy theory, like time travel, spirituality. That is right up my alley. Like any mythical creatures, any sightings, anything like that, I freaking love. Okay.
And time travel would be definitely one of those things.
Yes. And so there's this content creator on TikTok that I follow. Her handle is Ash Lee Inc. So like Ash and then Lee and then Incorporated. Yeah. So it's a nice little name. And so what she does is that she gets emails from people telling her story or their story. And then she summarizes the story with like the bullet points, but she tells it in like the long detailed story. So like you get all of the perspectives, you get the whole narrative, but it's like within a minute and a half kind of snippets. So she gets this submission from a girl that I'm not sure if she's naming her Maria or if she wanted to just be named, because she also keeps people she keeps people anonymous, which is another really cool thing that she does. And so Maria comes or emails her with this story of her and her siblings going on a road trip to, I believe, Alabama, like from Florida to Alabama or something like that. Georgia.
Yeah.
And so she tells them that they get off the highway and they go into this gas station that looks old AF. Like everything looks dusty, crusty. Like the gas pumps look outdated. Like it is just like they're in the past, right?
Yeah.
So they walk in and nothing seems right. Like the sister goes to the restroom, the brother's trying to pay, and the guy at the cash register is just standing there. and he is just blankly staring like he just seen a ghost, right? Like he's just white at the face, sunken eyes. And so they're like, oh my God, this guy's fucking creepy. Like, what the fuck, where are we?
Yeah.
You know? And she's saying that like her siblings are also kind of like acting weird. She's acting weird. She's like, what the fuck do we do?
Right.
And as soon as the sister, like everybody needs to go pee. But as soon as the sister got out of the restroom, they were like, let's fucking go. We're not coming back. And they were seeing the dates on the chips, and it was from like the 80s or something like that. Like it was in the past.
Yeah, I think it had also mentioned that the gas pumps were only like 49 cents.
Right, like outdated, not up to what we pay nowadays. And she gets off and goes into the direction of the highway. And she's like, I've done this drive so many times. Like I do road trips from Florida to Georgia all the time, and I know how to get to the highway. And so she takes I think a right turn, and she comes back to the gas station.
Like it circles back around.
It circles back around. And so she's like, oh my gosh, no way, I went the wrong way. And so she does it again, and then she finally makes it to the highway. And she's like, that was so weird. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, I have my siblings who can confirm this. Like it's just something that I experienced. She's like, I'm a skeptical myself, like, or a skeptic. I don't believe in anything supernatural. This is from Maria. And she's like, but we had this experience and I don't know what it is. Could it be a glitch in the matrix? Could it be a timeline leap? Or like, did we just experience like something just supernatural? And so, you know, she goes on to the next story, right? And then a couple stories later, there's an update for this story. And this is where I was like, oh shoot, hold on, because this is weird. She gets an email from a John Doe. Like he doesn't want to be named. He's in his 50s. He works in a field that it has to be like proof-based evidence. And it's like, he's like, I don't have any evidence to really say that this is real, but I've experienced, or like my father told me about the experience you described in your story.
And that he used to work for a gas station and things like that.
Yes. And so the daughter of the guy who sent in the email about his dad saw the video that Ashley made about Maria's story. And because her dad had told them about what the grandpa had said, she was like, Dad, this looks like grandpa's story. Like, maybe you should connect the dots or like do something about it. And so he goes on and tells us the story of like his dad being an alcoholic, being addicted to pills because he was an army vet, and just like being on and off mentally, you know. And so at the time he said he was sober and he was going to work at this gas station.
Yeah.
And completely sober. This was like the last time him and his mom were interacting. It was the last time that they were all together as a family. And he came in saying that he saw like either ghosts or time travelers,
people from the
future. He's like, they were like just not dressed the same, and just, you know, just people that he did not recognize to be of the time.
Yeah.
And he told him this story, and he believed that he had seen either ghosts or time travelers. Like it was just one of those things. And of course, if you don't have that experience yourself, you're not going to believe it, you know. And I don't discredit people, even though I haven't had any like time travel things or like glitch in the matrixes or anything like that.
I would know what to do, you know?
Right. It's like, these are unprecedented experiences that we don't, as everyday normal people, experience all the time. So we don't have the, you know, tools to like know how to navigate them or to be able to express ourselves. And him having been a like pill user, of course they're like, oh, he's on drugs, he's hallucinating, he relapsed. Like, so they blamed it on the drugs and they dipped out. So they left their dad and they went to a different city, whatever. And he was like feeling pretty sad after hearing this story, because people were like, how do we know he's telling the truth? Like, blah, 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 blah. You know, there's always the naysayers. And he was like, honestly, I'm at a point in my life where I don't have to prove myself to anybody. Please don't take it personally, but I don't care. Yeah. He's like, I don't have to lie about this. He's like, I have to grapple with the fact that I didn't believe my dad.
Yeah.
When there's another story that just came out describing the exact same thing that my dad experienced. So that to me gave me so much chills. Like, oh my God. So the next update is that he agreed to send in a picture of the dad to see if the girl recognizes him. So we're waiting on the freaking update. We're waiting on the picture. I'm like over here, like, did she update? Did she update? Did she update? And I know I'm not the only one, because I've seen other people's like reaction videos to this story, and it's just crazy.
I think she also had said that because she looped around like a couple of times, right? So the first time they walked in, the next time they could see the guy looking out the window and just staring them down,
staring at them.
And then the third time they went around, it was all boarded up, like as if it wasn't even open.
Right.
So that's crazy.
Yes,
you know, like
insane.
It's ultimately, it's a mixture of like paranormal and time traveling, and I believe that things happen like that. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's crazy to think about. And then of all, there's a lot of people that are saying that they experience the same gas station, or they've seen the gas station.
Yes. So, and like, I believe in these type of stories mainly because of quantum physics, because we know that like particles can travel through time, through light, through all of these different things. Why not a car full of people? We don't know, and there isn't enough like science to back it up yet. But I feel like eventually we'll be able to like scientifically prove that these things can happen, because if we are able, like if Einstein was able to really dive into quantum physics, somebody out there is going to want to like dive into something and like really uncover it, so yeah, I'm waiting for the update. We will let y'all know
as soon as we find
out, because yeah, that's a crazy story. If you haven't seen it on TikTok, her handle is Ashley Inc. Go ahead and support the original content creator and watch that little story, because it is insane. Let us know your thoughts as well, because I want to know if there's any other weirdos out there who like creepy, scary, spooky, and supernatural things.
We can do more episodes like this where we are talking about like murder cases, and we are talking about documentaries, or I think those stories are like, they're needing, like, we need to have that kind of information. We need to know what's going on. But also, like, that's the stuff we like to listen to, or like, what? Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Like, it's all of that. But if you like this content, if you like more of the spooky vibes that we're giving off here, definitely let us know. Comment, like, subscribe, follow us on all social media. Witty Witty Banter is the handle. And also wittywittybanter@gmail.com to submit any kind of questions or anything that you're wanting to see. We do really appreciate y'all listening to us.
Yes. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.